Hey everybody, it's Sad Boys Mets Club. Welcome back. I am Giovanni Blanco.
I'm Franklin Blanco.
And we are here after a few weeks of different Zooms and podcasts from the road. We're finally back at our headquarters, and it feels good to be back. But sadly, that might be the only thing we're feeling good about.
It's rough. It is rough. Yeah, I mean, actually, no. I don't know why I'm saying that. It is positive.
It is positive. Okay.
I'm feeling positive because we're on the up and up. We're on the up and up.
Well, yeah, you know.
Once you hit rock bottom,
I think there's a famous Oscar Wilde quote that you get the best view of the stars from the gutter.
Well, that just feels like rubbing salt in the wound. It's like, yeah, we're way down here. They're doing so good up there.
No, I mean, but it's just like there's only one way right now, and it's up. It just, I mean, it can get worse, but it really can't get worse because
I can think of a few ways it could get worse, but like theoretically, it would be unprecedented for it to get worse.
In case you're wondering, and this is the first time you might have been stumbling on this, we are talking about the Mets, the Metropolitans, the New York Mets.
I love calling them the Metropolitans because the only person who does that is Pete Alonso. It's his whole career. I love being with the Metropolitans, the New York Metropolitans.
I could totally hear him talk Spanish right now. How's Pete doing?
Pete is doing better. He started off worse than the entire Mets team. But that's fair. He had to get warmed up to the new place. I did see there was something really funny where people were talking about how like Pete was calling out the Mets, but really all he said was that they just kind of like left him hanging. Which is like we already, if you know anything about the Mets and how that offseason went, we all knew that. But I think he's starting to get into it. I think he's starting to hit a couple more home runs. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I know I started the year being very optimistic about the Orioles as a team. That was all contingent on their pitching working out, and their pitching has been terrible. Like really, really bad. So I don't think Pete is gonna make it very far.
Yeah.
Which kind of stinks, but also I think it might help take the pressure off.
Just like have again.
Yeah, it's like I think Pete's doing fine. I feel a little bad that he's on that team, but I think he's better off than on the Mets, just barely.
I disagree. I feel like a good chunk of our problems have to do with the hole that was left when he was traded.
I mean, yeah, but if we're going there,
I mean, we
Pete
have
Alonso,
to go
Brandon
there.
Nimmo, Jeff McNeil.
Jeff
McNeil. I'm still mad about that because nobody talks about Jeff McNeil, but I love Jeff McNeil.
And how is McNeil doing now?
He's doing good. He played great against us.
His motivation.
Like I've said before, I feel like he's a perfect A. Like he just kind of fits that vibe.
Yeah.
I feel like everywhere our guys got traded to makes sense, except for like Edwin Diaz, but we don't talk about him anymore.
We don't talk about
him. He's the only person I'm mad at, but
there's karma.
I
know karma doesn't work that way. But there will be no trumpets in Dodger Stadium this year.
But like I'm still so mad because if we're being realistic, I hate Marcus Semien. Hate's a strong word, but I hate that we've been playing Marcus Semien this whole year.
Yeah.
And I feel like
hate's a strong word. I hate Mark Semien.
We got him for his defense, and he's not been doing that good defensively. Like I would have much rather had Brandon Nimmo than Marcus Semien, but even then, like I would have rather played any number of guys in the second base position. Before Mauricio got injured, I've been I've been wanting Mauricio to play second because like I feel like that's a perfect place for him to be.
Mauricio was supposed to be an everyday guy.
Or second base. I'm still mad about that.
I think that the only thing that you can say good about Simeon is that he hasn't really done anything worse than any of the other acquisitions.
I'm gonna be honest. I would rather have Bo Bichette than Marcus Semien.
You have Bo Bichette.
We have Bo Bichette. Yeah, the best part about this team is that we're kind of just worse off than last year because all the guys we got are like not on the team, except for MJ Melendez, my new GOAT. I take back everything I said. Actually, I don't. Because every time I hate on a guy, they do really good.
Yeah.
So MJ Melendez, you stink.
Melendez,
don't you dare hit a home run today.
I believe White Castle is calling. They need a server.
That's funny too, because he was on the Royals.
That's right. It's all connected. It's all connected. It all comes back to it. Big question that's been on everybody's minds. Mendoza.
I mean,
it's the clash.
I think.
Do you know what I mean? What I'm saying?
What are you saying? Oh,
should I stay or should I go? It's like he needs to go, right?
Well, the interesting thing is they were like the managing. I think it was David Stearns was like, yeah, no, I have full confidence in Carlos Mendoza. So I think it's like he is staying unless we go on another bad losing streak, which is crazy that he's staying, because it's like a lot of times you'll fire a manager as like a scapegoat. Like there are other issues, but you could point to the manager and be like, it will fire him. But like this time, he's actually not a great manager. Like there are so many instances of him doing the wrong thing.
I feel like also too that right now it's easy to see where he also messed up in the past. So not getting there the last couple of years.
I feel like there might be some bias that he got there the first year, and like that's. I feel like.
But did he?
Yeah,
I mean, it's like, how do we blow it at the end?
It was kind of. It's the kind of thing where I think it got more blown out of proportion that we made it to the point where we didn't look at the flaws. This is his third year,
right? This is his third year.
Yeah, I believe his first year was 2024.
So the first year was the year that it looked like we had no chance. And
we had the miracle run.
Very end, we almost got there. So that was the thing. That was the spirit. That was the thing that like, okay, you know what? We're fighting. We're fighters. We have this in us. And of course, that we got that far was a miracle, right? But then last year was really kind of like.
It was the opposite.
It was the opposite. It was like basically almost given to us, and we just.
I mean, you've probably seen the stat like a couple of days ago. It was like at this point last year, the Mets had the exact inverse record and were leading the league. Like we
lost.
We lost. I mean, this is exact correlation to. I was looking at this before. There was a stretch of years like 2008, 2009, 2010, maybe not exactly, but like where the exact set of circumstances happened. Like what the first year we lost in the postseason, in like the NLCS, and then the next year super high expectations that just kind of collapsed.
Right before.
And in the third year we switched things up, and like it just got worse.
Yeah, I mean I think to say switch things up is like. Putting it mildly. I mean, this has been a complete shakeup.
Well, but actually, we basically have the same team, without the three guys that were because like I feel like a shakeup makes it sound like we like added a bunch of new things, but all of our new things
half the pitching is new, and yeah, from last year.
No, because it's like.
I mean, not counting the stuff that happened. Mid to last year, not McLean coming in. And
yes.
McLean for me is new.
From the start, it's McLean is new. I mean, Kodai Senga exactly the same kind of situation. Start off great.
Peterson as well.
I think Peterson started off better last year. Right. In my head, I remember starting off the year being like okay with Peterson, and at this point this year, I am not okay with Peterson.
But we got Devin. We got like I feel like all our sort of
I guess
the
bullpen.
middle relief
Bullpen.
is all
I
like
can
brand
see that.
new.
Bullpen is brand new. I just feel like most of the guys we got in the
Did we have
offseason
Holmes last
aren't
year?
in. Yes, we had
Okay.
Clay Holmes was like our most consistent pitcher last year.
Man, I keep on slipping up. But
I
then,
believe we got him.
then you know all these players that we have now, like Bichette, the 2 or 3 guys that are in the
Yeah, that's what I mean. I feel like the biggest guys we got aren't playing,
yeah.
which makes it feel like we got a couple of new guys, but our team is basically like the B team of last year.
Yeah, I mean, again, I want to lean back into what you were saying before, like it's a positive thing because we're kind of in a place where we can only look up. We can only say, okay, well, at least we don't have certain expectations anymore, and now we can move forward. And I think that when you don't have expectations, you actually invite more opportunity in, because that's a big shadow to kind of like walk into.
I mean, I think that was literally 2024 Mets. I think that was the exact scenario where at a certain point your team is written off. Like at the All-Star break, if you have a losing team, you're probably not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And so then that opens it up to be like, oh, we're playing the Mets. That's fine. And then we win. And then we would like that's
because other teams
agree.
start programming their lineups according to that. Like, oh well, don't waste the energies of these certain people because we're playing the Mets, so we can beat them. And then
I mean, that's a terrible way to play the game too, because that's literally how Team USA lost the WBC. They didn't play Mason Miller their whole like a postseason part of it. Like, that was crazy. And they put Paul Skeens against us.
Yeah.
Which is like, actually, to be fair, I would rather, if I was them, I would have put Nolan McLean in the final like they did. But I don't think that was their intention of like, we have faith in him. He'll be our final. Like, I think they really, that's the kind of playing that I think loses you things, which is kind of exactly where I want us to be in the fact that people will be doing that against us. That's where we want to be. And we're winning a little. We've won 3 of the last 4.
3 of the last 4. And
Vientos almost hit 4 home runs.
3 of the last 20.
Vientos almost had back-to-back double home run games. Did you see the recap of like the balls that he almost hit his home runs?
I saw two things that came. And my favorite one, there was like a good reaction of him on one of them. It was just like,
well, it must be so frustrating because it was like, it's right there in literally any other park, because he hit it to the same spot twice, and in any other park, even in that park, if it's not windy, like that specific day, the wind was blowing strong inwards, and that's with like the extra 10 feet of field that Coors Park had. Like it's like specifically anywhere else he would have hit like an identical home run, but it's. That's first, but he already had a 2 home run game the day before.
That was good. So Vientos proving that he's not as expendable as you might have thought early on. We might have thought. I'm sorry.
I still kind of I think I told you this earlier, but there's a part of my brain that thinks we should trade him because I feel bad for him, because his peaks have been when we've been playing West Coast teams. Like when we go to the West Coast, he has these insane, and like it feels like the world is trying to say like he would be such a good player if he was on like even like the Angels or like the Padres
or the A's or something. Yeah.
Or the
he'd be the all-star.
Yeah,
of the A's.
if he was the A's, which is kind of crazy because they have already a good team, but if he was on the A's, every single hit he takes is gonna be a home run. That's like it's a minor league ballpark. but that's so are you saying? This is what I don't quite get, because it's like, are you saying that he's good against West Coast teams, or he's just good in West Coast I think he's just good when he's in the West Coast, because like, it's not like a real concrete thing. It's just the vibes of it, like when we were doing so terrible, and then he just had that stretch of great gameplay. It was because we were going on like a 9-game West Coast trip. And then we go back to the Angels, and he's like hitting 2 of them. Like it's the part of me that I always feel I always feel this way about our rookies, to where it's like if they're not being played to their full potential, I feel bad. And as much as I want to keep them, there's a part of me that's always like, oh, but if we traded them, they could be so much more. But I really like having Vientos, so like all that said, I don't want to trade him ever, like for at least the next like 3 years.
I mean, he's an excellent bench guy if that was, you know, like if we had better players on the team. You know, like he's...
My worry though is that the one thing is I worry that if he was a bench player, I don't know if
he wouldn't be as warm. He wouldn't be as like on fire.
I don't know if his like streakiness is correlated to him playing or not. And that's what would worry me, because like I think the only reason he's getting these big chances is because he's been getting everyday playing time. Like he's just such a streaky player, and I feel like there must be something to it. Like I think there must be some key to unlock there. I don't know what it is, but right now he's on his good half, his good side. So that's exciting.
We're talking about these possible trades. Vientos being sort of a fantasy trade. Every guy. Looking at the team now, looking at our beloved Mets, and seeing everyone that we have, knowing the people that are on the injured list. And there's been weird talk about certain players. I mean, I think Soler might have been one of the ones that...
See, that's the interesting one. I never heard Soler, but I would love Soler. Soler's one of my favorite players.
I mean, who's the guy who's on...
I can give you the 3 trades that I've seen floated around in, like, the past.
But like in the last week.
This is the most obvious one, because this has been the talk. But the reason I saw it in this last week is, like, because he got injured, the talks of how much value they're going to get from him has been interesting, and he's always been an option for us, which is Scooble. This is the least likely. I'm starting least likely because he's injured now. I think he's gonna sell for worse. Like I think the Tigers were genuinely planning at the trade deadline, if they're a winning team, they go all the way. Derek Scooble. If they go all the way, then they would keep him. Like if they're a great team, they keep him. If they're not, they trade him at the trade deadline. But now that he's injured, I don't know what that plan is. I think that there's still a world for Scooble, but these are the 2 ones I've legitimately seen floated around, and they're still ridiculous. Because realistically, none of these are gonna happen. We're gonna get like some other guy, like some like
the bottom of the barrel guy.
Exactly, like a bounce back candidate. That's what we're gonna get. But these are the ridiculous ones that I've seen: Fernando Tatis and Bryce Harper.
What?
Yep. And the Bryce Harper one was crazy for me because that came from a guy, John Heyman, who's like always, like you always hear his name in terms of like baseball.
I remember hearing it before the season began. Like there was like a possible, you know, I mean, it's like who was the guy that we just got from the A's?
Ibanez. It's like Andy Ibanez, something like that.
And then he played Sunday, right, or something.
He played Sunday, and his roster photo still had an A's hat on. Like I'm convinced we only picked him up because we were out on the West Coast, and it was like the most convenient thing.
I don't even know if we picked him up on purpose. He just like happened to get on the bus by mistake.
He drifted in, and we were like, "Hey, we have an open spot in the lineup. Want to play?"
Mendoza's such a bad coach. Bad manager that he's just like, hey, you play first. You play this pace, whatever. But apparently, I don't know how he did in yesterday's the game before, on Monday's game. Sorry, Sunday's game.
I think he might have been like just okay. Like I don't remember anything.
Really? So that was Monday's game. That's what I'm thinking.
It must have been Monday's.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that was such a weird to see that happen. I was just like, oh my God, why are we scraping? Why are we scraping?
We're scraping because it's like a weird place to be, because we have injured guys, so it's scary to make a big trade. But at the same time, we're not gonna get anywhere if we're just scraping. I
mean, I just feel like not only that, but I feel like a third of the team can just get the hell on out.
What's Mike Talkman doing? I want to know if he's healthy.
Talkman is vacuuming at the front office.
Exactly. Let's get him on the field. I'm sure he's healthier now.
What the hell is Mike where is?
I think you know what? He might have injured his hamstring.
Carmen Sandiego Talkman.
Dude, I want to see him play. If we're scraping the bottom of the barrel, get some of these guys out here.
Man. Let's see the stash in act.
I love that he was so bottom heavy. Like his face, it's like he was just built so fun. I want to see him play, but it's interesting. I think both of the two that I said are interesting, but for different reasons. Though Harper's warmed up a bit more, so that's like. I think
Harper
there would be
himself is warmed up a little bit.
Harper's warming up a bit more. Not like people are warming up to trades. Like Harper himself started off the year not too great, but he's getting
he's
better.
not warming up to the trade. He's warming up in the year.
The good thing is,
I mean,
I don't think
always
he
does
would really
that,
care.
though. He always does that. I mean, Harper would just kind of, we're totally missing
First baseman, star power.
First baseman, star power, but we're missing like a veteran, strong voice. Like I feel like the old folks that have come in have not been like strong enough.
I think the issue is like Nimmo might have been our like veteran.
Nimmo's still kind of like too boyish. Like he's still.
Nimmo is like a couple years off from retiring. Nimmo's like
that's different than Harper, who's been like an all-star his entire life.
You know what's really fun? I watch a lot of videos in like my spare time that are like these stats videos where they'll be doing like a challenge and it's like a list of 100 players and it's like the most home runs since the year 2000.
Yeah.
And it's like you're trying to get whatever. I've found that Manny Machado and Bryce Harper, who to me feel like the exact same vibe of baseball, they have literally the same career stats.
I believe that.
Like cumulative stats, which is just such a funny thing to me.
Also, not only that, but it's also a sign of, I don't mean to get political, but of the sort of like attention. You know what I mean? Because Bryce Harper's always been an all-star. Manny Machado's always just been kind of like an all-star not utility, but like an all-star kind of like grunt.
I've always felt bad for Manny Machado because the people.
I've loved that dude since he entered baseball.
The people hate Manny Machado. You are an outlier, and I love Manny Machado too.
I don't know why people hate him, man. He was like, like I've told you before, the last time I played fantasy baseball, he was on my team. The last year was his first year playing, and I just loved. I loved him then, and I just think that he's really underrated as far as being like, one, he doesn't get injured, but like very little. He's constantly playing, and he's always just consistent. He's not like putting up crazy numbers.
He's got great defense though.
I know.
He's got to be like I would say second best third baseman defensively, only because Michael Garcia exists. Yeah. But like, he's really good.
And he's like 100 years old.
He's old and he's playing good defense.
It was great to see him at the WBC. It's like
I feel so bad about that. He's not gonna play again.
He's got 3 years. It'll be 3 years. He might coach.
I think he's gonna be on the coaching because
he'll definitely coach.
There's no world. I do believe. I reckon Albert Pujols will probably still be the manager.
But there was a couple guys on that Venezuelan team that were like 100 years old. Manny Machado can like retire and still play WBC in a couple years.
But my one take is that like I don't think there's gonna be space for him because like I think Venezuelan team has to struggle a bit more. Like the DR team, you pick you randomly pick any all-star in baseball. There's a high chance it's gonna be a Dominican.
I'm looking at the defensive alone.
Defensively, he is.
In 3 years from now, he's still probably going to be the best Dominican third baseman.
I don't think he's the best Dominican third baseman.
Who's the best Dominican third baseman?
I don't even think it's close. I think for something like the WBC, I would rather take
defense.
Defense, I think he is the best, but I still feel like Jose Ramirez.
Oh yeah.
Because I think for the WBC, I always take Manny Machado. I think Manny Machado will always be my pick in like a thing like that. But in terms of the like longevity of a season, Jose Ramirez is the only person I know who has single-handedly carried a team on his back multiple years in a row to the play. Like last year, they were like 13 games out of the postseason, and they went on like a 15-game winning streak. He's keeping that team alive. And also I love he's kind of like the perfect statue out front kind of player because he's I mean like
I love that.
He's been there for like what 8 years, and he took like a
good.
contract to stay there the rest of his career for less money than he could have gotten because he was just like, I don't need that much. I like it here.
Yeah, and that makes him even like bond even more with the city. And
the people love him, but I do think in a WBC thing, I would definitely take Manny Machado because I think he's that veteran. He's got the defense. I mean, hey, I've got him on my fantasy team for a steal, I might add, because I got him from a Dodgers fan.
Like father, like son.
He hasn't been greatest, but that's only because
but they could, you know.
I have 3 third basemen, and the other 2 are just better than him, unfortunately. Except for Junior Caminero has so many errors. In the first week of baseball, he had like 9 errors.
I thought it was 3.
No, it's so bad. It's genuinely, and for some reason, me being an idiot, I made it -1 point for every error, and that really stacks up. And then the other third baseman I have is Murakami, who's like top player in the league right now, but I love him too. I love him so much. Speaking of Murakami,
yeah.
This is a little off topic for us. Murakami. Damn commies. Speaking, like, this is off topic because we are a METS channel, but I don't know how much you know. This is like the craziest awards race kind of season so far because, first of all, the rookies.
The All-Stars are not putting
the All-Stars are like minorly play and like, but the rookie season, this is the most interesting part too. Like first day of the season, all of the rookies went off. Like it was insane. But right now, if you look at like Rookie of the Year rankings, it's none of the guys that went off on the first day. And so that's even more crazy just how many insanely good rookies there are this year. Like, I will say, like, there are guys who are competing for MVPs and, like, Cy Youngs, because there's, like, Noel McLean, who I've been seeing, he's kind of topping the charts in terms of Cy Young for the NL, and Kevin McGonigal is insanely good as well. But then there's, like, Sal Stewart. The only reason that people are saying... The only reason people are saying that Nolan McLean wouldn't win Rookie of the Year is because Sal Stewart is putting together the best offensive rookie year ever. Like he's just some guy. He's the Reds' first baseman. He's just some guy, and he's like
first
so good.
Baseman.
Yeah, we should take Sal Stewart. He's gonna be insane.
I mean, Sal Stewart sounds like he just belongs in New York.
You should see his mustache.
This the stash, bro.
Genuine
mustache alone should get you in. Sal Stewart playing first base.
Sal Stewart. I think Stewart's a good name. Let me get a mustache one. I can't find a mustache. Oh, there's a little mustache. That doesn't look super. This is the one. This is the one. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. This is Sal Stewart.
My God, his eyebrows are bigger. It's like he's gonna blink and his eyebrows are gonna turn into a butterfly.
Also, Murakami is on the record to set a rookie home run record. Beat out Pete Alonso.
Wow, this is it's a you know what? It's kind of like a clean slate year. You know, I feel like it's you know, if you follow astrology, it's the year of the fire horse. It's a year of new beginnings, and I feel like it's kind of affecting baseball. You know, where the so-called contenders are not as contending, and we're getting surprises left and right. More from players, individual players, than from teams per se. But
I will say the Braves have been a big surprise for me because I knew they would be good, but I think right now they're like leading. I was a little off topic, but like that's.
Yeah, it's funny because to me it's always been like, for me, Mets always look at the Phillies as like the main rival. For me, always the Braves have been like.
No, because you're an older generation fan. Because it's
hey,
like,
who you calling older?
hey,
who you Alan older?
But because that's pre 2000. Like I think it was Mets Braves, and post 2000 like. Was it Chase Utley who did that terrible slide? It's like, that's the era of Phillies Mets rivalry. Is the
but
Chase
that wasn't
Utley slide.
that long ago. That was maybe like 10 years ago.
But like, still, it's in that era of like the 2000s have been more. I mean, hey, the Phillies won the World Series when Shea Stadium got taken out. That feels like negative vibes. That feels bad vibes.
That's some straight up. Hairy stuff right there. It's a sign of the times. I think that it would be a good time to ask for you to give me any sort of wishes for the week. I mean, outside of just winning more than losing.
Just one win.
Just one win this week.
Just one win.
So wait. So today is this will go out Thursday afternoon. They play tonight. Who are they playing tonight?
Rockies tonight. Rockies tomorrow. I don't know where we go after that. We might be coming back, honestly.
Well, maybe looks like might have like 6 games this week. I concur with Franklin. Just it's got to be more than one game. It's got to be at least 3. It can't be less. So if we have 6 games, it's got to be at least 3. You got to at least show like you're a 500 team right now. Right? I mean, 500 isn't asking for much. It's like win and lose.
It's asking for much from us.
No, I'm just saying.
We need to win 9 games and lose none to get to 500.
I'm not saying 500.
500 for the week.
For the week.
500
I'm saying
for
500 for the week, like 50-50.
We are playing the D-backs, so it's going to be 2 games Rockies, 2 games D-backs.
It's going to be lovely. It's going to be delicious. It's going to be
despicable.
What we do to them, to Deem.
I mean, we have a chance. We've got a chance.
We definitely have a chance. You don't know if they're gonna start getting a little horrible streak themselves.
I hope so. I don't actually hope so. I like the Snakes, but like I would rather the Mets win. Man, it's to be fair though, it's like. Side tangent. One of my new favorite players is a D-back. His name is Ildemaro Vargas. And he is so like unknown because he's like their backup second baseman, which is crazy because they have like probably the second best second baseman, third best. I don't believe Jazz Chisholm is good, but like people will say. But they have Ketel Marte.
He is English.
They're literally making him pay fines when he wants to do ABS challenges because he's so bad at them. He's like that. He is that bad at making the challenges because he gets like, he's as emotionally invested as the pitchers are. That's the issue. That's why pitchers don't really challenge because like if you throw a pitch, you're gonna want it to be like. A strike.
Legit. Yeah.
You're gonna be like, that is a strike 100%. That's how Jazz Chisholm plays the game. He said he would be a 50-50 player this year. It's rough. But Ketel Marte, they have Ketel Marte, and like I love him, but other than oh wait, that's not even where I was going. It's because of Ildemaro Vargas.
Yeah,
he's their
right.
backup second baseman. And he's been playing out of his mind good. And he's just some guy. He's just some guy, like, from their minor league team that they brought up to their bench.
Is he
he's
Dominican?
He might be. He very well might be.
Ildemaro Vargas?
I could definitely see that for him.
Well, we've expressed the wish for the week. It's a simple one, that we win at least half the games that we play. We'll have to add up when we get back to that side. Sometimes as we were figuring out if this interesting second baseman from where is he from? Venezuela?
Venezuela.
Yeah, had to be. He is not Dominican, but it would be a good time for us
almost
to
there.
Almost.
The Venezuelans are. I've realized this more. The Venezuelans are just as good. Well, not as good, but like.
No, I think they are as good. The thing is, it's just that
there's just less of an
many.
abundance.
Yeah,
because it's like Jackson Churio.
Churio.
That was my favorite thing. He kept on adding more vowels. He was like
Churio.
And then they have like Ronald Acuna Jr. They have Michael Garcia.
Yeah, Michael
Salvador
Garcia.
Perez. My opposition. I don't like Salvador. Because I found out he was on the 2015 Royals team because he's that old.
I was gonna say, but that's the guy that was on the team that I thought this guy's like 100 years old. I mean, he looked like the Venezuelan version of Lurch from the Addams Family.
Aww. I mean, like I was predispositioned to like him because he's kind of the exemplary, like he's the example of what I want from a catcher because he's big. He's a big guy, and I think that should be a requirement. I've realized the skinnier the catcher is.
Qualities.
The skinnier a catcher is, the kind of more I hate them. Though I guess that's not fully true because Dalton Rushing is a little on the heavier side, and I hate his guts. Have you seen any of the Dalton Rushing stuff?
No.
He went on a tear.
What team?
He's for the Dodgers. He's their backup catcher.
Oh shoot.
Because the issue was that the Dodgers kind of never really, like, with the Yankees dynasty, you could be like, yeah, they're villains. But right now the Dodgers are a dynasty where it's like, yeah, they're villains, but like a lot of them are kind of just nice guys.
Yeah, I mean, I think it has to do with sort of like maybe it's the California thing, maybe it's Dave Roberts is hard to dislike.
I hate David Roberts. No, I hate him.
Oh, really? Wow.
He's my least favorite part of that team, and I hate I hate at least two of their players with a passion. Dave Roberts is my least favorite by far.
You hate him more than Freeman.
Freddie Freeman is very low down because like Freddie Freeman, there's tangible evidence for me to not hate him. The other guys that I hate, I just like.
Wait a minute. This is a change. This is a change. What's the tangible evidence now?
No, it's like, okay, Freddie Freeman I will always hate because he just has bad vibes. Like I see his smile's like, he's just kind of got like a punchable face.
Yes.
Like,
okay.
He's kind of like but
these are the qualifications that we judge.
No stats.
What's his face like?
Else.
His face is like.
I mean, that's how we judge it. We saw Mike Talkman. We were like, I don't need to see him play. Get him on the team.
Get him on the team. Get him on the team. I'll make him serve kielbasa.
But Freddie Freeman's low down because the two I hate way more are Will Smith. Because that's just, I feel like that's lame. If you're a catcher and you're skinny, get out of here. That's lame. And he also has a punchable face.
Wow.
And Max Muncy. I hate Max Muncy.
I knew you hated Max Muncy.
So Freddie Freeman is like the least bad of those three. I still don't like him. But Dave Roberts is by far the worst.
Why Dave Roberts?
I don't like his vibes. My strong hatred is based solely off of vibes.
Whoa.
And that's the way it is.
I just, you know what I love? I love that we live in LA, so we get to see the sort of the intense support that this team has. But I love. I'm sure there's quite a few, but I love being in town and like wherever you go, if you're in a restaurant or a bar in this game lane, how much internal hatred there is for Dave Roberts. No, I mean it's just like within the fans, and it's not hatred. I would just be like, it's just like the common thing that if it's your team, people are just always going like, all right, it's time to get rid of him. He's too old, whatever. Which is what I heard that Alex Cora might be coming to the Dodgers.
I don't even think they could do that though.
Why not? I mean, Dave is like trying to find a reason to retire.
I think they give Dave at least another year, because like if you keep winning that much,
I think all they have to do is not win the World Series this year.
Yeah, for sure. If they like underperform, I think there's a very real world, because like that's their bar is so high, and Alex Cora's kind of already there with Mookie. It's my new favorite way to say it. Mookie Betts. Mookie, I feel like they've already got that connection, and like Alex Cora, I feel like is known for being really good with his players, which is kind of what I think the Dodgers need from a manager, no matter what, because they're very much like a vibes clubhouse. Which going back to it, Dalton Rushing, killing the vibes. To be fair, he played like 8 games and he hit like 7 home runs.
Jesus.
Yeah, but in the course of those games, he first thing he did was when they were playing the Giants. This is when people were like, "Oh my God, the Giants-Dodgers rivalry is coming back." They were playing the Giants, and there was a play where Jung-Hoo Lee, grandson of the wind, my goat, he was running. He was trying to make like a risky play, and he was out on it because he was running to home.
Yeah.
But Dalton Rushing got the ball and kind of like whacked him with it. And instead of being like, "Hey, are you okay?" he stood up and he was walking away. And somebody in the dugout for the Dodgers was like, "I think you might have hurt him." He was like, he looked back and he was like, "Fuck him." And then people were upset about that. And then afterwards he said like, "No, I didn't say that." And then you know who said he did? Dave Roberts in the interview was like, "Yeah, he shouldn't have said that." So that was bad. And then right after, the game after, Logan Webb was pitching, and he does not like hit people. That's like not his thing. Like he's a good control guy. He squarely like he throws right at Dalton Rushing and like slams him on the back. And then as Dalton Rushing's going away, it's like everybody's like, we're not gonna have a fight over this. Like we knew that would happen.
Like he kind of deserves it.
He deserves it. Nobody was with that. And then Dalton Rushing was like gonna be out on a double play ball from first, and he decided, he did the thing. Like this was the funniest thing actually. One of I believe the Giants broadcasters, they were talking to him about it. He was like, because he like used to play in like the 80s, and they were like, "Yeah, what would you have done in that situation?" He was like, "Yeah, if I get hit with the ball, I'm gonna take my base, and I'm probably gonna try to like ram into the second baseman and do as much damage as possible." 5 seconds later, Dalton Rushing comes barreling through. The second baseman, by the way, hits the plate and takes like 3 steps away from the plate. Dalton Rushing doesn't go for the plate, goes straight for him and like barrels into his legs.
Like basically takes like the outside of the route.
It was like he was trying to do what Chase Utley did.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't very successful because it was kind of like a weak thing, but he was fully going for the second baseman, which is like again not good vibes.
No, so interference if it
like,
impedes the out.
We don't like that. We don't like that at all. It was fine. Like the game kept going, and then this was a funny one. This isn't as bad. When they were playing the Rockies were hitting like a lot of first pitches really well. And after the game, he was like, "Yeah, something really fishy is going on with them." Like he was implying that the Rockies were cheating because they won the game, because the Rockies could never win a game. And then
I feel like I've never heard of this guy. He's just come out of nowhere.
No, these past few weeks he's been like doing insane stuff. And then the game after, this is what I love.
It's his villain era.
Exactly. The game after the Rockies, their like on-base celebration was like throwing a fishing rod to make fun of him because they were doing something fishy. But this is the one that I'm the most upset about. There was a pitch that got away. They were playing the Cubs, and there was a pitch that got a little bit away from him. And as he was getting it, the guy on first stole second, and he was a little bit bigger of a guy, and Dalton Rushing stood up, mask off, and he said, and he called him a fat fuck.
Oh, I did see that. I saw that.
Yeah, and then
after, because he missed, he actually stole the base on him.
Yeah, he didn't get him.
He didn't get him, and he was just like, I'm just like, what? Who is this? I saw
and
it.
It's like crazy because like It's it happened too, because like he could deny it, but like right after, the guy who was who was batting, Nico Horner, afterwards he was like, yeah, I'm upset at myself that I didn't do something about that. Like I should have gotten upset. I should have started a fight there, which is like he should have. I'm like, it's crazy. It's been a crazy 2 weeks for Dalton Rushing, but.
Wow, I'm gonna have to look that guy up.
He's like young. I think this is like his first time. Like I think he's a rookie.
He's definitely going by a different playbook.
He's going by the old playbook.
I don't know. Well, to this sort of breakout star in the Hollywood team that is the Dodgers. Let's take a left turn, and
I hope they don't win, so he doesn't get a ring. There are some people who I don't want getting rings. He's one of them.
He's one of them. He might get traded before.
I don't know.
To the Mets.
How long? Not even. How long do you have to be on a team to get a ring for the season? I don't know.
You can be on the team like the week
day
before, like the day before they win the World Series. Like you don't have to for real. I mean, if you're on the team,
but like if you're
ring.
traded, do you still get the ring if you get
no.
say they trade Dalton Rushing?
Yeah.
No.
You have to be on the actual World Series.
Oh, you have to be on the postseason roster. Okay. Just trade him, guys.
I'm assuming that, but somebody.
That would
correct
make
me.
sense. That would make sense.
I think that you have to be part of that. You know what I mean? Like if you were traded before for any reason, and especially if it was your fault, you don't get a ring. Dalton. But let's talk movies for a second. Anything worthwhile this week?
Did we see
the past couple of weeks? I haven't been to the movies in a month, and it's a disgrace.
Did we talk about the drama?
No, we didn't.
I really liked the drama. I think it might be out of theaters now, but when it comes to streaming, I really loved the drama.
What did you love about it?
I mean, to be fair,
drama.
The drama. I mean, honestly, I think the drama might have been the weakest part of the movie. But I really loved it. I'm trying not to spoil it because it's it is a big reveal kind of movie. But I was inclined to like it because it was aesthetically pleasing, and it also had Robert Pattinson and Zendaya, and that's kind of a perfect recipe for me to watch a movie and enjoy it. But it was just it was good. It subverted the expectations. I was there the whole movie. I love when a movie can keep me present, because right now, there have been times in my life where I've been able to just sit down and watch a movie fully that hasn't been good, and not get sidetracked about it. Yeah.
Distracted.
But sometimes a lot of movies will just I'll have to check my phone once if I'm in the theater to see what time it is, see when it ends. I didn't have to for this movie. I thought it was really entertaining. It was really uncomfortable to watch. Which is, I think every so often you should watch a really good uncomfortable movie. Like the Chair Company guy. What's his face?
Tim Robinson.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to watch something where you're a little makes you a little
squirmy.
squeamish. Yeah, exactly.
It's yeah, I don't know.
Oh, and you're gonna like this one. Last night I didn't finish it because I've been sleeping terrible. Because different story. 2 nights ago, I was in bed, no shirt, spider landed on my chest, inches away from my face, big one, and I panicked and I freaked out and I threw everything everywhere. So I don't know where he went, and then I slept on the couch. But that was only 2 days ago, so I don't know where he is. I did do a full deep clean of my room, but he could
also
still be somewhere.
The spider is petrified wherever he is.
No, for sure. I feel bad for him, but
do not.
He didn't need to. He fell on me. It's not like he slowly crept down. He it made a noise. I heard him, and that was awful.
It was like he's doing the Tom Cruise Mission Impossible thing.
He didn't even do that.
And the rope snapped.
Exactly. His rope snapped.
It's
and I live in a den of spiders, so it's terrifying. But so I really got terrible sleep.
That's your baseball team name, by the way.
Den of spiders. So I slept really terrible like 2 nights ago, and so this night I was like really like I fell asleep really fast. But I started watching, and I might have finished, but I was like in a half awake trance, so I didn't see it. Ghost in the Shell, which I figured you would appreciate.
Oh, the actual old school anime.
Old school.
Yes.
Because I watched it on the old TV that I got. I'm reserving that for baseball games and old anime.
That is one of the best of all time.
I love cyberpunk. I love cyberpunk.
What I love even more so is the sort of like the 80s and early 90s idea of cyberpunk.
No, that is cyberpunk. That's my cyberpunk is so inherently 80s, and that's part of the reason it's awesome.
I love that, and that movie is like the whole. It's just, man, it's one of the best. It's one of the best.
Very good. I love it. I love it a lot.
I need to revisit that.
I'm trying to like. I'm gonna try to ingrain as much of how good it is in my head because I'm probably gonna watch the newer one shortly after.
Yeah, I mean that's. I'll tell you. I'll save you some time. Don't.
the people were not fans of that one.
No, but here's the thing. I love that original movie so much that the new one is like the Scarlett Johansson one, right? That the new one didn't bother me. Like it didn't bother me. Like it wasn't like I knew it couldn't. It could never. It's like they've been trying to make Akira forever.
Yeah, but you can't like because part of the perfectness of those things is like the fact that they were drawn.
Yeah,
like it's
yeah,
such
yeah.
a beautifully done. It's like trying to make Studio Ghibli movies.
His like you're wearing the Scott Pilgrim versus the World T-shirt. To me, that's the best live anime movie I've ever seen in my life. It's Scott Pilgrim. It's like that's.
I think that's even more video gamey, but like
I
definitely
completely,
see that.
It's like there's there are very few movies that actually have the energy and the sort of the kineticness of it.
I think it might be impossible to make a serious take on like an anime vibe live action because like Scott Pilgrim works because it's like funny about it, but like I'm trying to think. Every time they try to do a serious interpretation of like a live action anime, it always comes out seeming dumb. So that's why Scott Pilgrim works.
No,
where
I mean,
it's like,
but then there are movies that are like that to me that are already inherently part of that world. That kind of I always think of Blade Runner.
Oh, Blade Runner was very good.
But Blade Runner was kind of anime cyberpunk before it was like a real thing. So it's like it's part of the heart of what that is. Like it was already kind of like the sort of like the Japanese culture, the neon.
The fun thing is, I think in my head I associate Blade Runner as like when I think of cyberpunk is like such a Japanese genre. But it kind of got overtaken because originally I think it was like some American dude who like started off that genre, but then it kind of I think Japan was such a technology-based society before America was, so that's why it took off so well.
Yeah.
But when I think about American cyberpunk, Blade Runner is like exactly what I think of like. Because like the genre itself is so Japanese that when I see Blade Runner, I'm like, if it was an American genre, it would be like this.
Yeah, but this is what I was gonna get at, is that a lot of the stories and a lot of the vibe, not the vibe necessarily, but the sort of the journeys of these characters.
I would say New Blade Runner felt a lot more anime.
Oh no, visually, yeah. But what I'm saying is that a lot of anime stuff to me just feels like old westerns. They just feel like old noir movies. It's always like the outsider, and getting caught into something that they don't want to be caught into, or they're.
I mean, like specifically cyberpunk every single time. Cyberpunk is a western genre. Like it is.
It completely is, but set in the future and whatever. And that to me, it's like no other movie has done that more than Blade Runner. For sure. And then on top of it, you have the sort of like the technical aspect of it, which is always a big part of cyberpunk.
I mean, it's in the name.
Yeah. But it's like it's the.
I think we're describing the exact two parts of the name.
But what I'm saying is that like the I can't remember the. Oh my God, what's the guy's name? The guy who wrote the movie Blade Runner was based on. He also did. Oh, man. He's one of my favorite writers of all time. I should have slept last night. Oh, Philip K. Dick. Philip K. Dick.
That guy.
That guy. So that guy, to me, was kind of like a precursor.
Wait, was he the
Cyberpunk.
Scanner Darkly?
Scanner Darkly.
That feels so like. That's the progression. That feels like the progression. It's like Scanner Darkly to Cyberpunk. Blade Runner is right in the middle of that.
Yeah, and he wrote all that.
That makes so much sense.
But all that stuff also to me, it's like that inspired that sort of that genre of the cyberpunk anime, because then also there's also the sort of like the Japanese culture, like old school, other stuff. But
Cyberpunk's got to be my favorite genre, like of all time, though. I don't think I've seen a cyberpunk thing and been unhappy about it.
You know what we need to watch is there's a Keanu Reeves movie that is completely cheesy, but it was like
aren't they all?
No,
like
this one in
kind of the
particular
appeal.
was kind of like, this is pre-Matrix, and I think it was called it was either called Johnny Mnemonic.
Oh, I think I've heard of that.
And it was set in Japan, and in like he's part of a video game, and it's like a weird thing.
Yeah, I've definitely heard of this one. Look at that guy. Yeah.
Oh, we have to watch that ASAP, because I remember watching it when it came out and thinking, wow, this is just a load of like craziness. This is not good. But again, going back, Ghost in the Shell, not a bad pick. I need to get on the movies, but we should say goodbye and wish our family of Mets fans some patience and some love.
You know what I found out?
What did you find out?
We were babysitting Pancake, who's a dog that I've babysat in the past.
Yeah,
but the reason we
yeah.
were babysitting her is because the husband of the family.
Julie's brother.
I think it is. I have no
he's
idea.
a huge Mets fan.
Exactly. I didn't know that. The only reason we were babysitting was because he decided to go down to Anaheim to watch the game, and they decided to make it like a family thing to go down to Anaheim because the Mets were in town.
Yeah.
And I just think that, speaking of Mets family, they're everywhere. They actually
Yes.
are here. There's so many Mets fans here.
There are.
It's crazy.
Well, hopefully, we will definitely get to all of you. Thank you so much for being a part of this, y'all. Sad Boys Mets Club. Find us online, sadboysmetsclub.com. Buy some merch. Check some stuff out.
Like, subscribe, hit the bell,
Spread
comment.
the word. Share with people. And keep hope alive. Let's go, Mets.
There's always today. That's our rule.
You gotta believe.